Hi everyone, I'm Bill and welcome to Rankin vlog number 5. Today I will be reviewing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Made in 1970, say it with me, based on the popular song of the same name. Damn, I've been saying that a lot lately. It's like all these songs, all these specials are based off popular songs. Wait, most of them are. Okay, moving on. It tells the story, well, of Santa Claus. As a baby, he's brought to a town called Sombertown, where he's discovered there by the evil mayor known as Burgermeister Meisterburger. But the Burgermeister turns him down because he's, evil, and he's then shipped off to an orphanage. But on his way to the orphanage, one of the Burgermeister's henchmen loses the sled, and he's hidden by animals from the Winter Warlock, but then brought over to a family known as the Kringles, and they give him the name Chris, Kris Kringle. So there, they take him in, and they teach him how to make toys, and when he gets older, he decides he's going to bring the toys to Sombertown, not knowing that when he gets there, toys are banned because the Burgermeister banned it because, well, he got injured. Because he got injured. And the rest of the story is just how he gets the toys into Sombertown and the rest of the lore. Like, why does he have a beard? Why does he wear a red suit? Why do his reindeer fly? It's just a Santa origin story. Now let's look at the cast. Mickey Rooney does the voice of Santa Claus, and he does fantastic. Chris/Santa is just so likable. He's just so nice and kind, of what you would expect as a Santa Claus. He's just so giving and just, you want to eat him up. Keenan Wynn as the Winter Warlock. He's enjoyable. Because when I was a kid, he absolutely terrified me when I was young. Because he was just so creepy. But as he gets older, as the special goes on, it turns out that he just really needed kindness. That all he really needed was kindness to melt his icy heart. And it's just a good character transformation. And Jessica, his love interest, who later becomes Mrs. Claus, played by Roby Lester, she's cute, and I think it's so sweet how her and Chris pair up together, how she really wants to help him. At first she's the stiff school teacher, but then she evolves. And the Burgermeister Meisterburger, who's voiced by Paul Frees, also the ghost host from the Haunted Mansion ride, he's just that bumbling villain who keeps hurting himself, but he is just so enjoyable. And he's just such a fun villain. The whole thing is narrated by Fred Astaire, the legendary singer, actor, and dancer, as S.D. Kluger, the delivery man. And I'll be honest, S.D. Kluger is a little creepy. He just has this permanent smile. It's just happy, sad, angry. But thankfully, they don't show him that much. And his narrating is actually very good. And his singing, of course, he's Fred Astaire. His singing is actually really good as well. Now let's talk about the music. The first song is called It Is a Difficult Responsibility. And The first one, there's two versions. The first one is sung by the Kringles. The second one is sung by the Burgermeister, about how they were the first toy makers to the king, and then Burgermeister singing about banning toys. It's a good song. It's catchy. Then there's a song which isn't bad, but it's kind of weird because it was made in a different time. It's called If You Sit on My Lap, and the line is, if you sit on my lap today, a kiss or toy is the price you'll pay. I'm sorry, I think that's a little creepy. And I think today, that song just wouldn't fly. Because it sounds a little, inappropriate to say the least. One Foot in Front of the Other, which is my favorite song of the special. Put one foot in front of the other. It's just singing about how people can change. Because it's about Winter Warlock. And one of my favorite lines is, don't be the rule, be the exception. Which is, I think, something we should all follow in life. There's a song that Jessica sings called My World is Beginning Today, how she sings about Chris, aka Santa. And it sounds really nice, and the lyrics are really sweet. And the wedding song that they sing, that Fred Astaire sings when Chris and Jess are getting married, it's actually very sweet as well. And of course, the last one, you have the Santa Claus is Coming to Town song, which is good. Overall, this special is actually interesting with the fact, because the other ones that were based off songs like Rudolph, Frosty, and the Little Drummer Boy, they're all based on songs that tell a story. Santa Claus is Coming to Town doesn't tell a story. It's just, behave yourself, Santa's coming. So they kind of had to make their own story, which, for the most part, is interesting. I would say it's good. There are times it could get a little clunky, but, the things that are clunky is that, like I said, one, special delivery Kluger's face, but that's a nitpick. But there's also a time when they leave out something. When Chris is going to Samba Town, and then they show the toys being banned, it showed like it was only a short distance away. How did the whole toy ban happen that quickly? But then again, maybe it happened a few days ago, and maybe he was just finding out that day. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and go crazy over that. There's a million other things I can go crazy over, but that's not one of them. But overall, yeah, this does have it's not a perfect special. It does have its, issues. But overall, I think it's a good special. And I'm going to be, well, before I give the grade, what I like is if you've watched my last two vlogs of Little Drummer Boy and Frosty, it's Little Drummer Boy being dark, Frosty being very upbeat and peppy. I would say Santa Claus is Coming to Town has its upbeat, happy moments, but it does have its darker moments. Overall, I think it's a very good origin story of Santa Claus. And yes, we have another Santa Claus origin story in this vlog, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But overall, I think it's a very good special, and I'm going to give it a solid B+. Alright guys, did you see Santa Claus is Coming to Town? Shoot me a comment down below, tell me your thoughts. And remember, if you want me to review a special, does not have to be Rankin Bass, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, thank you very much, and peace out.